Marvel and DC have over the years produced many animated series and movies with varying degrees of success. Right from DC's Tomorrowverse to Marvel's Phase 4, audiences have relished the different shades of their favorite superheroes. Now that this year is ending, viewers should be way more excited since 2023 has a plethora of animated series and movies in line. With so many series and movies scheduled to release next year, it can be very difficult to keep track of all of them. And that's where we come in to make things easier for you. Here is a list of 10 animated series and movies slated to release next year. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video to learn more. But before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you, and let's begin. Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham. The 23rd animated Batman movie titled Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham will be released in 2023. The Doom That Came to Gotham, based on a miniseries from DC Comics of the same name, released in 2000, has 3 parts and explores Gothic and Lovecraftian horror themes. Characters are positioned in different universes and timeframes in this popular DC Elseworlds series installment. In a manner reminiscent of Mignola's earlier Batman Elseworld novel, Gotham by Gaslight, the narrative reimagines Batman in a more Victorian era-inspired fashion. Batman scouring the streets of 1928 Gotham is challenged against a magical and supernatural foe, as well as some classic criminals in this specific issue. It takes place 20 years after his parents were assassinated on the streets by a madman. After looking into a botched Arctic trip, he discovered that everyone had become mad and that one of the participants had changed into an unusual creature. As Batman, he learns that Gotham is home to whatever evils may have been hiding. Before the end of the world arrives, he must identify the origin of his epidemic of horrors. Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, Ra's al Ghul, and Green Arrow are some more characters who may be found in the book. On the flip side, it is also anticipated that it will either be a Ruby Gloom and Batman crossover or a canonical continuation of the animated movie Batman Under the Red Hood from 2010. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. The upcoming animated superhero movie Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse features Miles Morales as Spider-Man. It is a follow-up to the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, released in 2018 and saw the rise of a new Spider-Man after the death of Peter Parker, and takes place in the Spider-Verse. Joaquim Dos Santos, Justin K. Thompson, and Kemp Powers are the film's 3 directors. Miles embarks on a journey throughout the universe in the movie with a new group of Spider People. The connection between Shameik Moore's Miles and Haley Steinfeld's Gwen Stacy, alias Spider-Gwen, is supposed to be the main subject. In the film, Spider-Man embarks on a journey across the multiverse with Gwen Stacy and a new group of Spider People to take on a formidable foe. In the first teaser, Miles faces up against Oscar Isaac's Spider-Man 2099 in the vibrant futuristic city of Nueva York. The release date of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was postponed from April 2022 to June 2, 2023 due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Position. Laying down cover fire for surface forces. Now!
Justice League Warworld. The upcoming Justice League Warworld movie is the 12th animated film set in the Tomorrowverse. The span of the Justice League animated series, which started with the Flashpoint Paradox and culminated with the Apocalypse War, will be complemented by a new incarnation of the legendary team. The new league will battle their first shared enemy in Justice League Warworld, which is set to release in 2023. From Batman to Martian Manhunter, the principal heroes have already had their entrances in animated solo movies. The only indication we have of a potential narrative is the title. The fact that Warworld will be the first Justice League DC animated movie since Apocalypse War from the DC AMU suggests that Mongol, a DC villain, might be the main antagonist. In the video game Warworld, the Justice League and the evil Mongol clashed over his takeover of the large satellite dubbed as Warworld. The fact that this ship was equipped enough to draw the League's attention led to the conflict between the two parties. X-Men 97. A new Marvel Studios animated television series, X-Men 97, was made for Disney+. It is a recreation and continuation of the 1992 animated program X-Men, the animated series, and the story picks up where the first program left off. Fan-favorite characters such as Storm, Wolverine, Jean Grey, and many more are set to return, but this time, Magneto will be taking the helm. Of course, there will also be additional mutants. Time Travelers Bishop and Cable have also been shown, along with Morph and the mutant Nightcrawler, who can teleport. The Hellfire Club, which includes Emma Frost and Sebastian Shaw, will be up against the heroes, and Mr. Sinister will also be there. The show will have a general aesthetic similar to the old series, but with more contemporary animation. The showrunner will be Beau DeMaio, and a number of the cast members from the first season will return. It is the first X-Men production made by Marvel Studios and the only non-Marvel Cinematic Universe project the company has created that hasn't been distributed under the Marvel Television banner.
Who are you?
What If Season 2. In December 2019, the What If second season was revealed. It will have 9 episodes and will be available on Disney Plus at the beginning of 2023. In the second season, the Watcher returns to meet new heroes and discover more bizarre realms in the MCU's ever-expanding multiverse. This is after recruiting the Guardians of the Multiverse to defeat Infinity Ultron in Season 1, we began to wonder what thrilling events would take place in the upcoming season when Marvel released the teaser for the second season. Season 2 starts out with combat similar to Season 1, except this time Captain Carter is up against Steve Rogers, who is driving the Hydra Stomper. It indicates that Steve was captured by Hydra instead of Bucky. We witness Captain America Winter Soldier, in which Peggy Carter plays Captain America and Steve Rogers plays Winter Soldier. In later episodes, Hela will be seen in a new context. It could coincide in some way with Captain Carter, who unintentionally entered another universe and went into the future. The delivery of Quill to his father Ego after these incidents suggests another what-if scenario.
Administering justice and preventing war.
Legion of Superheroes. The Legion of Superheroes already had its own animated TV series in 2006, but additional DC animated productions have just lately begun to include the group of adolescent superheroes. Both the 4th season of Young Justice and the 2019 film Justice League vs. the Fatal Five included the Legion of Superheroes. Now, an animated movie set in the Tomorrowverse will tell the tale of the superhero squad that is frequently commanded by Superboy or Brainiac 5. Curiously, the popular comic book writer Brian Michael Bendis is now working on an HBO Max Legion of Superheroes animated TV series that doesn't appear to be tied to either the 2023 Legion of Superheroes movie or the Young Justice version of the squad. A potential overlap between the Justice League and the Legion of Superheroes is more plausible now that time travel and parallel dimensions have already been incorporated into the new DC animated universe, thanks to Justice League Society World War II. Justice League X RWBY. The first ever RWBY feature film is being made by Rooster Teeth, but it won't be only about the hunters and huntresses of the realm of Remnant. The Justice League will cross over in the new spin-off movie, which is being produced in association with Warner Brothers Animation and Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. The movie's 2023 release date was revealed during RTX Austin. Although there are few specifics about the movie, it follows the unexpected success of the RWBY/Justice League crossover comic, which brought the Justice League and everyone's favorite quartet of huntresses together for the first time. The Justice League, a group of formidable young huntsmen and huntresses that link up with Team RWBY following a series of unexplained disappearances in Remnant, was formed in the miniseries by alternate world counterparts of well-known DC characters including Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne, and Diana Prince. With an original tale adapted from the comics, the movie will expand on that crossover universe.
You know the rest. I saved the city, fell in love, then I saved the city again and again.
Spider-Man Freshman Year. Based on the Marvel Comics superhero, Spider-Man Freshman Year is an upcoming animated web television series. The third animated series in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is the 25th television program. The choice not to revisit and reveal Peter Parker's backstory was one of the finest ones the Marvel Cinematic Universe has ever made. Even those who haven't seen a single Spider-Man film by this time are familiar with the tale of a geeky teenage guy who was bitten by a radioactive radioactive spider. Some of our doubts concerning the origins of the web slinger, such as the details surrounding the spider bite that bestowed him his abilities, and the presence of Uncle Ben in the MCU should be addressed in the series. The MCU incarnations of Norman and Harry Osborn will also be introduced in the program. The presence of Norman, Doc Ock, and Scorpion is noteworthy since in No Way Home, Spidey saw Ock and Norman from another reality. In Homecoming, Scorpion's comic book alter ego, Mac Gargan, appeared. Although initially planned for a release in 2023, it is all set to release in 2024. A sequel to the show's Spider-Man sophomore year is also in development.
The hands of the children of...
Marvel Zombies. The Marvel Cinematic Universe was first exposed to the idea of flesh-eating zombies consuming the Marvel Universe in the animated series What If, which investigated a range of potential futures for our powerful superheroes. Although the concept of a zombie apocalypse was not wholly new, the horror angle had been explored in the context of the movie world. Robert Kirkman, the creator of The Walking Dead, wrote the first 5 limited edition issues from the Marvel Zombies comics, which were released for the first time in 2005. The concept came from an episode of the Ultimate Fantastic Four in which the zombie Reed Richards tricked his ultimate incarnation into opening the portal between their realms, allowing the virus to spread and infect even Earth's mightiest heroes. Along with other MCU zombies, the zombie incarnations of Captain America, Hawkeye, and Scarlet Witch will also make a comeback. The Abomination, Ghost, Captain Marvel, and even Icarus the Eternal, whose physiology won't protect him from the quantum virus, are some of these newcomers. The majority of the episode's heroes either died or joined the ranks of the zombies, leaving just a small number of survivors who could be possibly identified. Black Panther, Spider-Man, and Ant-Man are among the few survivors. Although there is no specific date for release, the series is anticipated to make its debut in 2024. Marvel's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. A forthcoming animated series called Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur will be based on the superhero team of the same name from Marvel Comics. It will debut on Disney Channel on the 10th of February 2023. Based on the popular Marvel comic books, Marvel's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur recount the exploits of an exceptionally intelligent teenager, Lunella Lafayette, and her 20,000-pound T-Rex, the Devil Dinosaur. Together, they struggle to save the Lower East Side of New York City after Lunella unintentionally transports Devil Dinosaur there via a temporal vortex. Although Marvel is producing the series, it isn't a part of the MCU. Marvelous Verdict. With 10 outstanding animated projects slated to release next year, fans of the genre ought to have a busy schedule. The projects from both Marvel and DC seem equally engaging, so fans of either camp can anticipate a healthy dose of entertainment. If you like our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.
We tried it your way, now we do it mine.
Shazam!